What's up, fans of Jujutsu Kaisen? Today, I got a pretty hefty topic for y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Right off the bat, let me clear up one thing, because I know you're looking at the title right now. You're saying, Darlington, that's blasphemy, but it's not. It is not. Gojo Satoru, as powerful as he is, will not be the one to defeat Sukuna. I know that's quite a statement, but listen to the words that I use. I didn't say he cannot defeat Sukuna. I said he will not be the one to defeat Sukuna. But stick with me as we delve into the complexities of Jujutsu Society and especially Gojo's overall goal and why this might be the case. From the first time we were ever introduced to Gojo, it was clear that his ultimate goal was to reform Jujutsu Society. If you're up to speed with the manga or have seen Jujutsu Kaisen 0, you'll remember that the Plasma Vessel arc was a turning point for Gojo, and Geto's transformation into a villain was a significant blow to Gojo. Beyond the obvious betrayal, of course, I believe Gojo was profoundly affected by Geto's transformation into a villain for a variety of reasons. Number one, he probably felt guilty for not being able to support Geto during that fight, which is likely when he became even more resentful of how the higher ups handled things, especially with special grade 1 sorcerers and the way that they overwork them and just send them on tireless missions. I am convinced that after Geto left school, Gojo's perspective changed drastically. Geto was his closest friend in this entire universe, easily one of the closest friends in the entire universe, and despite being the most powerful Jujutsu sorcerer, Gojo was unable to save him. The only person he deemed his equal, and maybe not power-wise, but that the only person that treated him like equals, he wasn't able to save him. After that, he found out he was truly alone. Gojo was compelled to grow up and find out how to use his strength for a greater purpose, because he realized that his strength, while absolute, there was nobody that could stand up to Gojo. He realized that he couldn't save everybody himself. He couldn't do the things he wanted to do with his own strength alone. By attempting to train the next generation of sorcerers to adopt his point of view, Gojo is attempting to prevent another Geto from ever occurring again, which can only be accomplished through a complete revision of the current Jujutsu Society. Now you might ask, then why is this important? Well, despite his efforts to reform the society, Gojo himself is very much a part of the society that he's trying to reform. He's been the ace of the Jujutsu Society, of the Jujutsu Sorcerers, from the time he was born. His birth literally segmented the world. Not segmented it, but his birth literally shook the world up. It segmented the balance of the world. He's been the ace of the Jujutsu Society, enjoying special privileges because of his status. First of all, his last name. Second of all, his powers. But since Gojo isn't looking to remove the corrupt higher ups, as he himself said, they'll all just be replaced, Gojo's sacrifice for this cause that he wants to do might be his own life. Just because with Gojo dying, it signifies that the entire society that Jujutsu sorcerer was built up on dies with him. As sad as it might be, while Gojo will eventually die. But look, this is let me get into what I'm really trying to say. While he might not be the one to defeat Sukuna, rest assured, Gojo will weaken Sukuna enough, but just enough to leave the fight to Megumi and Itadori. But on that upside, Gojo Satoru will slaughter Kenjaku. Kenjaku will die at Gojo Satoru's hands. It's been given for years, for multiple centuries. A cursed technique, a user of the Limitless or Six Eyes has always been the one to defeat Kenjaku, and there will be no difference this time. But this time, Gojo will die while trying to save Kenjaku. Now you might say, well, Kenjaku has no way of defeating Gojo. We know Kenjaku's on his level, and we're right. Power-wise, Kenjaku has no way of defeating Goku. But Kenjaku is probably the smartest villain in Jujutsu history. The man is patient. The man is patience personified. He is patience personified. I do believe he had backup plans for just in case his plan to trap Gojo into the prison room failed, or maybe Sukuna loses in the fight against Gojo. This man must have had plans to take out Gojo another way. I truly believe that he has a way. After all these years of failing to somebody who uses the 6 eyes and limitless technique, he must have a way to defeat somebody like Gojo. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too much into that. I just want y'all to know that's how my opinion on everything. But moving on to Sukuna. Sukuna is the embodiment of cursed spirits throughout history. It's likely that Sukuna will, like we've already seen today. We've already seen the recent chapter. I mean, Sukuna already has 19 of his fingers. 19, and we know that Gojo hid one of them. The one of those fingers that he hid was most likely, as Sukuna said, to prevent Itadori's execution entirely. That must have been a plan that Gojo had since the beginning, since he found out since he found out the kind of person that Itadori was. Itadori will be the one to bring Gojo's dream to reality, and Megumi will be the one to sustain that dream. The students of Jujutsu High, maybe it might not even just be Itadori and Megumi. The students of Jujutsu High will be the ones to defeat Sukuna. Itadori values life. He believes in the dignity of a proper death, while Sukuna on the other end is the exact opposite. He disdains the weak. He holds no regard for human life. Therefore, to honor his promise to his grandfather, but just before his grandfather died, Itadori needs to play a significant role in defeating Sukuna. That's given. Now, Megumi. You already know I'm talking about. I already put spoilers, so I'll just get into it. Megumi Fushiguro was named in Naobito's will as the head of the Zenin clan. That is extremely important, because with Maki Zenin wiping out the entire clan, Megumi is probably the leader of the most influential clan in Jujutsu society. Itadori will be there to support Megumi. But I also believe that, now this might be a soft spot for a lot of people, I also believe that Itadori as well will die in this fight against Sukuna. He has to die. It's been teased from the beginning, from the moment he ate that finger. I think we all knew that Itadori will eventually end up dying against the fight against Sukuna. But Megumi, with his newfound power as the leader of the Zenin clan, will be the one to outlaw all the ancient customs that Jujutsu has fostered. The Jujutsu society has fostered. That led people like Geto to be what they have to be. To be what they ended up becoming. That loneliness. Gojo never wants anybody to ever feel that loneliness ever again. And that's why I believe that Itadori and Megumi will be the ones to defeat Sukuna. Gege is ruthless, first of all, with his killing off of characters. I wouldn't be surprised if the next chapter came out and Itadori died the next chapter. That's just Gege for you. And Itadori also has an obscene obsession with death. He may defeat Sukuna, I have no doubt about it. And you wanna know how I feel like that fight will play out? Like, I was just thinking about it just now as I was about to finish the video. It just occurred to me. We've just seen the new chapter. Itadori's curse technique seems to be the ability to swap souls. He will probably try to swap souls try to disrupt Sukuna's control of Megumi. Now, why is this important? Itadori will fight Sukuna on the inside of Sukuna's domain, whatever domain, but it will be a fight between both of them, but not on the outside. On the outside is where you will see Megumi and the rest of the Jujutsu High trying to help Itadori fight Sukuna on the inside. And it might not just be Itadori who fights on the inside. It might be Itadori and Megumi who fight on the inside. Itadori might not be able to swap souls, so he probably just insert himself into right next to Megumi's soul that Sukuna is inhabiting, and both of them will fight Sukuna on the inside, while the Jujutsu High sorcerers fight Sukuna on the outside. You see what I'm getting at, right? It's highly plausible that this does end up happening. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the recent chapters and on all the craziness that's been happening. Gege is an awesome storyteller. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.